A very good day to my lecturer Dr. Mohammad Daniel Afik bin Kamar Tazila. My name is Vedavali Udayasurian who would like to do a presentation video about the company that I have been chosen, which is Berjaya Food Berhad. Here are the contents that I will present now. Firstly, profile background of Berjaya Food Berhad. Secondly, issues faced by Berjaya Food Berhad since the pandemic started. Implication on both financial and non-financial aspects during and after COVID-19 pandemic. And then, business strategies taken by Berjaya Food Berhad to overcome the issues identified during the pandemic. Next, additional recommendation for improvement on how Berjaya Food Berhad should deal with the issues dilemmas using appropriate references. Firstly, I will start with the profile background of Berjaya Food Berhad. Berjaya Food Berhad was incorporated in Malaysia on 21st October 2009 and it operates as an investment holding company. It was converted into a public limited company on 3rd December 2009 and it was also listed on the main market of Bursa Malaysia Securities Berhad on 8th March 2011. As part of the listing scheme, Berjaya Roasters Sdn Berhad was acquired and become a wholly owned subsidiary of B Food in January 2011. The restaurant chain operates by the company includes Kenny Rogers Roasters, Starbucks and Jollibee. Berjaya Food Berhad owns and operates 100 Kenny Rogers Roasters restaurant in Malaysia featuring rotisserie roasters chicken, hot and cold side dishes, muffins, vegetable salads, pasta, soups, dessert, sandwich and beverages. Roasters catering and delivery and the first KRR drive-thru restaurant in Asia. The second one is Starbucks in Malaysia is the leading specialty coffee company and industry benchmark with more than 200 stores in nationwide and 19 drive-thru concept stores. It recently opened its first store in Brunei Darussalam featuring a traditional coffee bar and pour-over brewing method. Lastly was Jollibee Food was incorporated in 1993 and has 33 outlets, 12 Sushi Daily outlets and 2 Kopi LA outlets in Singapore. Its signature products are its soy milk drinks using grade A, non-GMO, identity preserved Canadian soybeans. Now I will continue with the issues faced by Berjaya Food Berhad since the pandemic started and the implication on both financial and non-financial aspects during and after COVID-19. The first issue faced by the company was financial barriers such as charges or fees for producing food and beverage or using any other services. Berjaya Food Berhad were forced to stop its business. When the outlets are not open to dine in, the workforce has to be reduced. Company still needs to lot for expenses such as preparing face masks and sanitizing the outlets frequently. At that time, they choose to dismiss their employees to cut down the expenses, causing the unemployment rate to rise in the food and beverage industry. Lastly, due to the awareness of COVID-19 pandemic, customers have to choose by ordering food and beverage either through the drive-thru app, Grab and Go app or any other online applications. Online platforms are always the best way to avoid contact with another person such as using Food Panda, one of the Malaysia's successful food delivery services. Moving to the financial implication during the COVID-19 pandemic. Berjaya Food Berhad lost as much as 1.82 million due to the Movement Control Orders (MCO) during the COVID-19 crisis. Starbucks revenues are bound to be a loss since most of the earnings come from the United States, UK and the other countries has recorded the most epidemics in the world. The financial implication after the pandemic is business loses value in the product and services and company cannot afford to pay off its debt. This caused by a significant drop in demand for the food and beverage. Now I will continue with non-financial implication during the pandemic. Under the influence of COVID-19, the company's economy, stock and cash flow are all declining. Besides lesser demands from the consumers, company has to implement safety protocols to create a healthy public environment in order to ensure the customer's safety. The global outbreak of COVID-19 has led to the large-scale closure of the tourism and catering industry and unemployment. However, some people might face difficulties in using this online application. It might cause problems like the food and beverage to become cold and unpleasant, consequently triggering customers to be unsatisfied with the taste of the services. And now we'll continue with non-financial implication after the pandemic. The reputation of the company slowly be shattered and the company lose their customers and its name. Now we'll continue with the business strategies taken by Berjaya Food Berhad to overcome the issues identified. The first business strategy that can be taken was marketing strategies. Berjaya Food Berhad can increase marketing efforts such as in use of social media platforms in promoting their product line. They can create Facebook page wherein they posted the products and official website that promotes other features of the food and beverage. These marketing virtual platforms are able to make them to regain their business operations with the use of these virtual platforms after the pandemic. And the second strategy is management strategies. Berjaya Food Berhad can able to formulate strategies that help them in the execution of their business operations. Health and safety protocols were always observed like social distancing. The queuing of customers when they order were marked and they were step into the mark to avoid contact with others. A sheet of paper was also provided wherein the customers write information on them for contact tracing purposes. The QR code was immediately implemented to avoid use of ball pen and sheet of paper. To address employee safety, the food and beverage manufacturing industry must implement health and safety procedures. Operational limitations are important additional factors for the sector. Operations must be reorganized in order to generate the necessary food items in a way that is secure financially and environmentally. The last strategy was technical strategies. Berjaya Food Berhad can be lessen the capacity and rearrange the physical facilities in compliance to health, safety and security. They have to see their furniture and fixture, utensils and other condiments bottles were properly sanitized. Similarly, they also need to pay close attention to separating foods from their products. The World Health Organization 2020 developed recommendations for food and service to stay free of virus contamination, including upgrading cleaning and sanitation procedures, disinfecting surfaces and high touch points, educating staff about the virus and how to protect themselves and others, reinforcing protocols such as physical distancing, hand washing, and improved security with people staying in their vehicles, sanitizing hands when handling out documents, and other material to overcome the issues after the pandemic. And here are the additional recommendations for improvement on how Berjaya Food Berhad should deal with the issues dilemmas using appropriate references. Berjaya Food Berhad can use the strategy of increasing the average selling prices through the promotion of seasonal beverages and upsizing of offerings. which has been effective in sustaining margins to earn more profit. Secondly, Berjaya Football Hut can continue to expand with plans to open an additional 35 to 40 Starbucks outlets in the upcoming years. 40 to 45% of the Starbucks outlets can be in drive-through format, which should bode well in for the group as gather the sales performance for this store format has been strong. The brand's already entrenched network also points to the likelihood that expansion be into less urban areas, which could contribute to sustainable improvement in sales moving forward. The last strategy is customer loyalty discount. This strategy builds loyalty and repeat business by offering customers something for free or for a discount. For example, can decide to charge a discount on coffee to customers who bring their own cups. Can also grow customer loyalty by offering membership discount cards or by using buy 9 get 1 free punch cards. Thank you. That's all from me.